What's up, guys? So this is my Traxxas 4x4 VXL. I just purchased it about a little less than a month ago. So far, I love this thing. Just want to throw out some quick reviews and do's and don'ts so far, and I would say what I love about it, what I don't love about it, and certain upgrades that I would recommend and certain things that I would just leave stock. Let's get to it. All right, guys, let's start with the servo. I did upgrade my servo. I was having a steering malfunction and I thought my servo went out. Apparently my stock servo was fine. I ended up upgrading it. After doing further research, I realized it's totally worth it to upgrade it. This is all metal gears. This thing is powerful. I love it. Also, the stock one is plastic. This is 30 bucks. I think it's worth it. I bought a 20 kg for my Traxxas Tech 2.0, so waiting to install that, and yeah, love this. Another upgrade is heat shrink with a RC fan. Now, this is 40 millimeter by 40 millimeter. These fans do suck. These are the cheap ones. I keep purchasing fans. At this point, I realized that these cheap eBay ones, they are about 6,000 RPM. They don't get the job done that much. I purchased this Apex fan. It was about 32,000 RPM. The thing is loud. It sounds great. It sounds really cool. It really cools the car down. Only thing is, it's identical to this one, and it ended up cracking as well. So I need to find something thicker that the blades don't sit so close to the base, bottom and top. This sits so close to the top and to the bottom, so they touch, and then you get cracked blades, and it's just, come on. The engine moves a little when, you know, full throttle, so it's gonna happen. Overall, I love it. Let's talk about the screen mesh. This screen mesh is very stiff. As you see, I'm pressing down on it. I did make one in the first week I bought the car. I made one from like a spaghetti strainer, and it just wasn't that great. This is from Amazon. This is really good. Only downside is they're not, as you can see, they move. All the wires move. They're not glued, or they don't. They're not welded. So other than that, it's not bad. I like it. All right, let's talk roll cage. I love this roll cage. I got it from Amazon. It was a little pricey, about 30 bucks. Overall, I love it. I can pick the car up with it. If the car rolls over, totally protects everything. The whole motor, the whole fan. Sorry, guys, I just took a bite of some chocolate and I'm choking on the chocolate. So yeah, definitely recommend this. It's hotracing.com, but I got it on Amazon, so came in like 3 days. Other upgrades. This one I don't recommend. These are more of a preference and a look. So I put these control arms on. This one's already bent. I don't know if you can see it. Right there you can see it because you can see both sides of it. This one's not bent all the way straight. Probably bent it like the first run I had of the second. They're more for show. They're not really meant to hold or get the job done. As you can see, like a bunch of chips are taken away from them. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to stock. Inside, the knuckles, I do recommend the knuckles. Right here I got a strip bolt. I gotta replace the knuckle and the camber link in order to get that going again. But it works, and I'm just gonna ride it until it breaks because it's screwed in. So I bought the replacement parts. In the front too, I'm gonna leave all this stuff for now. I'm definitely gonna change these though. All right, guys, /4x4 VXL, running 3S on this. Love it. Let's talk suspension. Now, the stock suspension I have was great. It lasted about a month. I've had this thing a little less than a month. Excuse me. So I just had a little bit of sag going. I realized that the oil needed to be changed. Something was going on. So I ended up getting GTR suspension. These are the rears. They're long. I have the green shocks. I filled them up with 40. It rides great in the back. Great clearance. Doesn't bottom out when you slam it. Love them. Now, I had the GTRs for the front. Now, the GTRs, I don't know if you know this, but the front suspension is a little shorter on the Slash. And after putting the suspension on in the front, I reassembled that suspension like 3 different times. I just couldn't get it to just stay up. I didn't know what was going on. I knew I was doing a good job because I did the rears perfect. I also redid the stock suspension with oil and it came out perfect. So the GTR front suspension just rides too low for the Slash. I was hitting everything. I was just nicking all the rocks and everything, and I just didn't like it. So what I ended up doing was I put the rear stock suspension in the front, which made a huge difference. Love it. So much ground clearance. Pops right back up. I ordered GTR rear suspension for the front, waiting on that to come in the mail. I did get stiffer springs for the front. I don't remember the color I ordered. I'll have to put it in the link. Other than that, front suspension in the front, stock rear suspension in the front. Huge difference. Love it. I got a sway bar. I had to modify the sway bar because it was knocking all over the place. I couldn't get full motion because it would just get stuck. I had to actually remove the rear sway bar because this brace gets in the way, the aluminum tower. I didn't talk about these in the previous clip with the add-on aluminum parts, but these are yes and no. Like I said, probably just for looks. They might bend in the future as well, so it's just a preference. And they strip if you're not careful. So yeah, they look pretty. That's about it. Totally wanted to talk about the mud flaps. I got these from RPM. They're really cool. I did my own do-it-yourself connection with this because I did order a RPM rear bumper, which these plug right into, but I'm saving the bumper for my nice body Bronco when I finish it, and I didn't want to sacrifice it and put it on now while I'm bashing this. So I made it work with the stock. Actually, this is not stock. This is an tire rack add-on that I had to add on and tape to here because this goes to the RPM bumper as well, I believe. So yeah, it looks really good. It actually works. The rocks hit here. I added these camber arms. I think I got these from the tire rack. I just kept them. And I added some long screws right here. And yeah, this is what it holds up like. It actually looks really good. And I like how it's a little slanted too.